back to another episode of Games with Web3 Friends. Today I'm here with Sarah and Vlad to talk about what they're building. So games for Jenga, I feel like could be different for everybody, so I'm going to lay this out. Must stack on top, can't pick from the top three. One hand.
Oh, not top three.
Yeah.
That's my go-to move.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And one hand. Or one finger.
You can't like go like this.
You can do one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So my competitive nature is coming.
we had before this, we had somebody going like this, and I was like, "You're cheating. You're literally cheating
Dead
my
with hands.
parents."
So I have like the title of the Jenga winner in my family with my niece.
Okay.
So this is for all the cards, Lilia.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Would you like to start?
All right, let's do it.
So tell me about what you're building.
So we're building Vennity. That is our company. I co-founded it, and boy, we actually started the company back in 2018, but really its current iteration, we started about 2 years ago. Really made the Web3 pivot, if you will. And the way I like to talk about it is it's basically like a social mapping platform for Web3. And the cool part about building maps on Web3 tech is that you can make stuff on the map for you. So geo-fenced NFTs is another way to think about it. We'd like to talk about it like Pokemon Go as sort of like a social platform.
I was just about to ask, how obnoxious is it for me to ask? Like Pokemon Go.
Yeah, we sometimes it's just the easiest way to describe
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I went through my Pokemon Go phase. That was so much fun. As somebody who was an avid collector of Pokemon, both the cards and the games. I remember when that came out. I was living in New York, and what a great way at the time to experience New York because you're going to catch them all. So as you're going through New York, you can. And I just remember going through Central Park, and you can tell everybody was playing. Everybody wanted to play because everybody's going like this.
But everybody's just bumping each other.
Yes,
Everybody
that too.
does.
And since then, I've seen with Pokemon Go, because again, we're a hiring community, I've seen that they're hiring and stepping up for their Web3 arms. So, like, what you're talking about is very relevant and very the future of, if you will, of gaming. And so I'd love to learn a little bit more about, so do clients onboard and like do brands come and activate the experience, or do you have an internal experience that you've built yourself that's a game?
So I mean, Sarah's the one who brings us most of the clients, and she provides the white glove treatment. We gotta work pretty closely with creators because first thing we gotta do is explain to them, why they want to do this, how they can use it. And so we work pretty closely with brands and creators. But the goal in the long run is for it to sort of run itself, and people just sort of know about it. They're like, oh, I should be on Vennity, and they'll just eventually be able to download the app and just sort of like create their own maps and draw stuff, just sort of organically.
So for instance, I'm NFT NYC. I want to gamify my experience for my attendees that are here. I onboard onto your site, get that white glove treatment or white label experience. Is that kind of the best way to describe it?
I wouldn't call it white label because you're still onboarding into the Vennity platform.
Gotcha.
But it is going to be, we're probably going to be on the call with you. We're going to be showing you around, and then you're going to become our brand ambassador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about the clients that are currently on your platform.
Sarah talked to that.
Yeah.
She's the one who organizes most of these campaigns.
I mean, we love our creators. Anyone that's watching, we seriously love you so much. Vlad's not wrong. Something that's really fun and a gift is to love what you do for work, right? When passion and ability to, make a living collide, you've found the great, the sweet spot, right? And one of my favorite things in being with Vennity, that would have been a very quick game. Is, I'm fairly confident that when we meet a musician, an artist, a creator, a founder, anyone that either has identified a problem or doesn't realize that this problem exists and they need a little help getting there. When we show them Vennity, we talk about Vennity, we're on Vennity, something just clicks. And my favorite thing is our creators will come back with all these great ideas for us, all these great collaborations, all these potentials, all these user experiences. We've worked really closely with a lot of well-known artists, a lot of well-known musicians. And then we also have some enterprise clients as well. And, it's one of the greatest things about Web3 is the ability to connect with your audience is somewhat unlimited because we're all growing, we're all building, we're all exploring. And when you have a tool that allows those dreamers, right, creators, to take their vision even further, it just kind of opens up the whole world.
Yeah. How great would this product be for something like Coachella?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This will air most likely during Coachella week. I have a friend that's at Coachella right now. I know, I'm jealous. And I think about like the experience there for the event goers, right? How great, like you were mentioning, artists are one of your, make up some of your clients. Like how great would it be for a company like Coachella to like create this experience, going to different stages, going to different booths, etc. So Coachella is in next year.
Lisa, what you have done right now is like you're speaking to exactly what I was just talking about. So we haven't even looked at the platform together, and you're already offering me a new use case.
Yeah. So piggybacking off of that, last year I went to Burning Man in my bathtub in the Midwest.
So I'm fine.
Yeah, to be specific, but I remember that experience of going in. But the issue with the platform, sorry to the founders that are listening, because I know you personally and we're backed by the same people. But the issue with the platform is you get into it, you go through the world, but there's nothing to necessarily do.
Yeah.
Like you can go and experience stuff, but there was nothing to collect. There was nothing, no immersion to go into, and I think that was what was missing from their product. So they're just like a metaverse platform for big companies, but having that second additional experience for individuals is so important because that's what gets people to come back. That gets people to activate whatever you want them to activate. So I totally get what you're saying. I'm a big music person too, so yeah.
Okay. Just really a high level briefly, you mentioned a white label experience. We do have the ability to embed into your website. So we were at Outer Edge a week ago.
How was it?
Fantastic. LA, I mean, it's LA, what's not to love?
Yeah.
Right? But what's really fun.
Sorry. Yeah.
So now you're blacklisted from Burning Man.
Sorry.
LA. Thank you, LAC. So folks could go to the website and there was just a link there. It was just an Outer Edge link. See the events, right? People would click on it and they had this map and it was completely branded with Outer Edge colors, fonts, and it was us. It was us. It was Outer Edge powered by Vennity. So that's a really special feature. And then the other thing that I really want to say, especially if you're new to Web3 or Web 2.5, whatever, is that the barrier to entry can be very challenging with wallets and technical challenges, right? Like we have all these great ideas and all this great software, but if you don't have the tech, then it makes it challenging, right? So one of the features that we offer is a web app as well. So you can either sign up with an email through Magic Link. We make a non-custodial wallet on the back end. So the claim process is literally 2 clicks claim. And once you're in there, it's even faster. And then when you're ready, if you want, you can transfer it over to your wallet. We don't keep any of your information or anything like that. So it's been really fun to see some use case scenarios of folks that know nothing about and want nothing to do with Web3, but their creators and founders do. So they presented them with something that looked like a very comfortable website without them knowing. And that is the magic, I think, of what we're doing and with what Niantic had done, is that you're having fun, it's seamless, and that's what mass adoption is going to look like.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your team.
Sure.
Your turn? I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your team. So who's on the team right now and how did you find them?
Sure. So it's obviously me, Sarah, our co-founder, who's based out of San Francisco, which can be here right now. He is constantly running around. He also has a full-time day job right now, so that's a fun balance. And then we have a couple of developers, one full-time developer, Walter, who's based in Seattle with Sarah. Walter's sort of like our lead dev. He's full-time with us, based out of Seattle. We worked on a basically before, and it's just been amazing. We can make sure we welcome down.
Very well.
It's a thing to make proposal.
So any plans for recruitment in the future?
For sure. I mean, obviously funding is always a thing and it's a bear market, so that's a challenge. But we'll get there, I'm confident about it. And once that happens, we'll obviously have to fill roles, especially I think to help Sarah on like the sales and marketing side. Just it's a huge challenge. I mean, we think of ourselves as really a social platform. I mean, we talked about it so far, it's really like a way to connect people. But you have to go out there and show them why this is something that will benefit them and really educate them. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer by background. I'm a technical guy. You give me problems to solve, I'll solve them. But we need people like Sarah to go out there and be like, hey, probably use this.
If there was a prompt, I'll solve it.
Yes.
Nice enough.